Hey guys, this is the 157 Gamer, and as I said, I would be doing Kickstarter videos. And my first one that caught my eye when I was actually going through this was StarFall Tactics, Next Gen Space RTS. What this is, it is a space-based simulator, well not really simulator, but a custom space fleet, which allows you to control as, I don't know if it's as many ships as you want, but a fleet of ships to fight for the control of the galaxy, as explained in the description here. The other thing is, it is currently got 24 days, 250 backers, and 10,000. This, to me, I've sat there and looked through this video already. It's very good. I've seen all of it. It's by a good, strong company, and they do deliver. Like I've sat there looking through this whole page. They've delivered. They've showed what you get for each reward when you pledge so much. As you can see, one has only pledged 70, 250, 57 has pledged 45 or more, 435 more, one only 25 more, and then a lot of them have pledged 20 or more. They are really determined to get this done, and they put a lot of effort into it. As when I play this video, you'll see what effort they've put into it. They've thought everything out. They've made sure certain stuff that have affected games don't affect this one, and etc.
The core concept behind StarFall Tactics is player choice and creating interesting scenarios on the battlefield. We want to marry the tactical combat seen in war games with great visuals and an expansive universe populated by thousands of players. You're going to be creating fleets of custom spaceships and fighting other players for control of the galaxy. In StarFall Tactics, your fleet is an expression of you, your personality, and playstyle. Things like shields, carried equipment, different onboard weapons, and other aspects can be changed depending on what you set out to do.
Modules are probably my favorite aspect of the ship editor. They are like skills for your spaceship that can be used to trick your opponent and disrupt the flow of battle. For example, the Warp Jump module allows you to quickly traverse space by teleporting to different points on the map. You can use this module to immediately jump into the fray with a big, powerful dreadnought, or get your ships behind enemy lines and surprise them with a rocket barrage. You can also equip it on a small...
Now, he's talking about a warp jump module. I find this to be good in these type of games, but also bad at the same time, as there will end up being a lot of people that, if there is no way to disable the warp jump module from activating on their ship, they're going to end up jumping away from you if it actually has an unlimited range, which can be a downside to games and can be upside. Like if you're playing tactically and you're like, alright, I need to get out of here as my other colleagues need help with whatever they're dealing with, fine. But I see this as you're going to get a lot of people that end up being worried and panicking about losing their gear, which I can understand. You don't want to end up losing your items after working so hard for them. But just from seeing that wee clip, as you saw, it looks like the warp thing is near enough just instant.
Space by
As you
teleporting to
see,
different points
that
of the
starts
map.
going
You can use this module to
instantly in,
immediately jump into the fray with a big, powerful dreadnought. Or
and
get your
they're
ships
back out
behind
already.
enemy lines and surprise them with a rocket barrage.
That is what I don't agree with. It looks like there's no warm-up for that, as you saw those red ships here fired their missiles towards them, and as once they realized, instant warp to here to flank them. Which, fine, it's good and all, but at the same time, you're going to end up getting a lot of people do this, so if this ends up happening when you go to attack people, the majority of the time you're going to be sitting there playing very defensive. You'll be sitting there firing with main cannons and not really any missiles, because you don't want to run the risk of, oh, they might have a warp jump. If I fire with my missiles, they'll jump off, try to flank me, or they'll just leave the area. Which in general is for any type of game on this type of aspect. But the warp jumps can be positive, can be used in the way that he's just described there, to go and flank them, to go and get to an area quicker, faster. As you can see, these giant ships here, or Drognauts or whatever he called it, don't move very fast, while those ones move quicker. But as you can see, these ones pack a whole bunch more damage, which is what I see as the negative side. A lot of people can you might get people that have a huge fleet of these with a whole bunch of warp drives, and basically when they start getting under fire, warp behind the enemy and flank them, which can end up literally wiping out enemies vehicles, well, and ships and all in an instance. And I'll let you continue on here.
You can also equip it on a smaller ship and use it as a fast.
As you can see, it says you can equip it onto a smaller ship. The issue with that is that you can get a whole bunch of fast moving ships that's just equipped with rockets. Have them warp in, attack a fleet, or attack a ship, warp out, rearm, warp back in, attack fleet, warp out. As they're quick moving, they will be harder to hit. They'll do a lot more, they'll take more damage as they're weaker. But if they are faster than what those big ships that were there a while ago are, a lot of people might end up just having a huge fleet of these small ships, one big ship, and have them constantly jumping in and out of warp to hit other people. For all I know, they could actually have a cooldown on the warp jump module. I don't know, it hasn't been explained in the video from when I was watching over it before, but those are the aspects that I don't exactly like about that module.
Scout that is able to gather intel and quickly get out of harm's way. This module alone provides a ton of utility and fun ways to mess with your opponent, and there are other cool modules available.
I think that space battles should feel like a metal concert. Lots of deafening sound blasts and blinding lights everywhere. Just like a band has to look the part before going on stage, you gotta have an awesome looking space fleet. It's a symbol of status and power that is easy to grasp and appreciate. So we definitely want to give you the tools to change the visual style of your spaceships. As a fan of space and sci-fi, I play a variety of games. I love the RTS genre and the experiences it provides.
As you can see before that, they have it that you can customize your ships. You can make your ships whatever way you want, from the looks of it. Might not be fully editable, as it might end up having it that you're restricted to certain parts, or they can make it completely editable where they have a tutorial to let you know how to make your ships, how to do this, what you need, all that, blah blah blah, and allow you to create your fully owned custom fleet, which only if other people somehow get the perfect idea as you, can only get the same fleet. And even then it could be a difference of yours might be light, your fleet ships might be lighter than the others, might be heavier, might move faster, quicker, nimble, more agility. All that could take more modules. It all depends on what way you design it, and that's what I like about this. Not many games give you the chance to customize your fleets. You usually get to pick, okay, this is my main ship, this is my primaries, these are my small squadron fleets, these are my scout ships. yada yada yada. They give you ships. You pick what type class frigate you want for it and all that. This game, it doesn't. You design what ships you want, you create what ships you want, you get the ships that you want, what you want it to look like, and all that. And that's something I like about this. It gives you the full customizability of your ship for looks, speed, and all that. You can make a very small, nimble ship that can be used for quick scout, not even have any weapon modules on it, but can be used for quick scout. See how many fleets there is in the area, come back, and then you're like, alright, don't go there, move to another fleet, or alright, let's risk it, let's warp in and engage a fight.
But as a hardcore tabletop wargamer, I believe there is a lot that these genres can learn from each other. Most strategy games rely on tricks to create an illusion that players are in control. In a typical RTS, when an enemy launches a missile at one of your spaceships, the game already knows whether it's a hit or not. But as a player, you have no influence over this. To most wargamers, this is ludicrous. Combat systems should not lack essential interactivity, and this is what we plan to fix with StarFall Tactics. In StarFall Tactics, projectile impact is calculated in real time, which means you have an opportunity to move your ship out of the way and actually dodge an incoming missile. This approach to creating meaningful choices can be seen throughout the game. We have added features like advanced damage models, ship equipment failure, line of fire, and ship collision precisely for this reason, to help you create interesting scenarios on a battlefield.
Since we're in Siberia, do you think you want to create this game simply because you have no one to play war games with?
While preparing for our first alpha test, we realized the StarFall Tactics can be bigger and more diverse than just a tactical combat game. Take a typical map from a 4X game. Now imagine it populated with thousands of players, different factions, pirates, various NPCs, all with their own agenda, forming a living and breathing galaxy. There will be save zones, in which you can trade, mine for resources, do solo PvE missions, as well as undertake challenges with a group of friends. But that's just the first step. But if you really want to get the most of this mode, you're gonna have to travel to the outer regions, our version of the sci-fi Wild West. Here, clans can establish outposts and take ownership of different sectors of the galaxy. Every object in the outer regions provides benefits to its owner, so clans will have to fight each other for precious territory, forge alliances, and do anything to ensure their survival. Our team has been working on StarFall Tactics for about 8 months now, full-time. We have the core gameplay, the systems, and the mechanics ready, and there is so much more we can add to it, and now we need your help to get us that much further. We have a grand vision of a world that players get to shape and conquer, all wrapped around tactical combat and solid gameplay. To realize this vision, our game needs a lot of good, quality content, a variety of new ships, more modules, voiceovers for different units, even a brand new alien faction. All these really cool things involve a lot of work, dedication, and resources.
And this is where you come in. We need your support to make this game happen. By backing us now, you ensure that StarFall Tactics is the best game it can be, without compromising on content or features. Whether you like war games, classical RTS, 4X games, space MMOs, or simply like sci-fi, we want to hear from you. Back us on Kickstarter, spread the word, and check back for regular updates.
And really, as you can see, these guys enjoy what they sit there and create, what they're doing, and see that they want to see this through, which is why I've decided they aren't telling me to do this. I'm doing this on my own will. Like I said, I'm just going to be going through Kickstarter, looking at different games which I find appealing to myself, and try and get more people to back it up, get it to actually be kickstarted, and get it to where they want it to be. As you can see, they have made the game very well so far. They just need the extra push they just need the extra help to get it to its final stage for release. They might be able to release it with the money that they have now, but with their goal, they could release it to the full exponential that they want it to be at. they can release it to the point where you're able to build your ships and then you don't have to go, alright, we're going to have to cut back and make standard ship parts where they can only use them as a restriction to cut back on costs. We wanted that, they want it to be the best that we can have, and we want to help them out. By helping them out, we get what you want in these type of games. Like it said, it's an MMO space fleet. It's not going to be like Elite Dangerous, it's not going to be like Citizen, as in remember those we're trying to implement it to where you can land on planets. This is a space fleet one. It's most likely one where you're going to be building your fleet, traveling the galaxy, defending off pirates, as I said, defending off clans. It has a strategy base where you're sitting there having to protect your area that you've controlled, make alliances, break alliances, whatever you do to keep your clan or your fleet in power of the area, survival, or even just to keep alive. As in many games, you've seen people just sit there and do mining runs. They'd go to a mine area, mine a whole bunch, come back, drop it. They'll just sit there and make more and more money to help them get to the point and then start building their fleet up. If you're sitting there playing with a squad of friends, which this game would look great with, you're going to be making it to the point where, alright, we need people to defend, because if you're sitting there carrying like a huge cargo worth a lot and end up getting taken out because your ship does not have any anti-weapon, anti-damage or anti-weapon protection, or any weapons to protect themselves against, you're going to be very depressed as once you see your ship blow up, knowing that your ship's gone, plus all the money and effort you've put in with it. From what I see, these guys aren't getting much to when they sign up. As you can see, they're getting, if you sign up for $20, 5 booster packs, avatars pack for Kickstarter forum, social media, exclusive Kickstarter wallpaper, backer forum badge there, included in the special thanks selection of the game website. So you'll be under special thanks as you have pledged to help them get it done. You'll also be eligible for additional rewards, surprises via promotions. As you can see, you get current promotion: if StarFall reaches 30% of its funding goal in 3 days, every backer will receive a rare in-game drone module. So you'll be starting off with a module when the game gets released. £20 or more, you'll get a frontline fighter, invite to the beta, eligible to participate in beta tournaments, access to the exclusive beta tester, 10 booster packs, and basically some of the stuff that you get in the top one. £25 or more, you must get everything above, plus your frontline fighter. £35 or more, you get, what I'm guessing is that you get everything from above and then that as well. So you get intelligence officer, exclusive Kickstarter ship skin, digital art book, and all of the rewards from the previous tiers, as you can see. You then also have the £45 or more tactical insertion team early bird, invitation to the alpha, to exclusive alpha tester, so it means that you'll be tasting the alpha, which is going to be way before the beta. 20 booster packs, exclusive Kickstarter hero ship, gold spaceship skins, digital comic book of 12 pages, follow 3 soldiers from different factions as they attempt to unravel the mystery behind Project Starfall, all the roads before, and it goes on and on until they get to their highest one, which is quite high. Like it can have, you can pledge up to 10,000, which no one has, and only 3 people can pledge to that, 5 to that, 5 to that, and as you can see, one's already been pledged to it, so there's only 4 remaining. 5 to that one, and then the rest they are limited with, except for £88 more. As you can see, there is still quite a lot left of that. And with the £45 and £20 one, they have limits. They can't just give out a whole bunch, which we can understand. But guys, I would like to see this game get kickstarted. It is a really good game. From what I see, it'll be a great combat game for spacecrafts. It'll put ourselves up not as high as Elite Dangerous, has the advanced combat skills, the game mechanics and all. as this is going to be more of you majority playing as a fleet. You're going to be being tactical, deciding alright which ships I'm going to space jump and all. Or Unleashed Dangerous, you're playing as this one ship with friends or by yourself, going through the galaxy, exploring new worlds. And that's one thing. I would like to see this game end up having galaxy generation, that there isn't a limited area that you can explore, that if you end up going out the already explored area, you end up loading new areas, new planets, new mining areas and all that, that can eventually turn into, oh, okay, that might actually have an outpost there. For all we know, you could actually be able to start placing outposts. If you can't, that'll be great, as you could go, if you explore a new area, get a new area that doesn't have any outposts, you can get your fleet over there, get your main ship over there, get an outpost set down, secure that area. You have an area to sit there and know that your ships are in safety unless someone ends up attacking it, which is all the interest. For all you know, you could be on one day, playing the game, doing well, having a whole bunch of outposts secured, going off, coming back, and seeing that your clan has ended up having to retreat from three of its previous outposts to the remaining 5 or less, due to a full-scale invasion of those outposts to get conquered. Which is the whole point of the game. You aren't going to be sitting easy thinking, oh, this is easy, I won't be attacked. You're going to be on this edge. You're going to be hoping that the next time you come on, nothing bad has made you happen. You're going to be hoping that you haven't end up coming on or coming in and spawning in at a point where there's currently an invasion on the outpost that you last left. As it says, there's going to be save points where you can end up trading, selling, making money, all that without the worry. I'm not sure about the mining areas, as he did mention them after that. They might be safe or they might not be. I didn't exactly get it from the video myself. Hopefully they won't be safe, as if they are safe points, then the only time you're going to be able to engage in warfare will be when you're attacking outposts or when someone's in unknown territory. But other than that, I think this game would be great Kickstarter. I would really be glad if you end up helping it out, and in the end it'd be great if this gets to where it goes, it gets fully achieved, and it all gets taken down, it all gets taken up, published, they start getting what they deserve, we get a game, people that have the same interest as me get the game that we enjoy, and it hopefully turns out. So guys, this has been the 157 Gamer. I've done my first Kickstarter overview of a game that I'd like to see up and running, and I hope you guys will back me up on that.